Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss the topic area under the curve from mathematics. Now this topic is very important as far as competitive exams are considered, and every student should know how to get the area under any given curve. Now in order to discuss this concept, I am considering two curves over here. Let both of these curves are same. The only difference is that this curve, its equation is expressed as y is equal to f of x, and here in the second case, instead of expressing the equation as y is equal to f of x, I am expressing it as x is equal to f of y. Means here y is function of x and the equation is expressed in this manner, whereas here x is function of y and the equation is given in this manner. You know that the area under this curve, when we use this equation, area under the curve a to b f of x dx, or it is equal to a to b of y into dx, it means that you get the area under the curve. Means if this is the curve which is or it is the part of the curve from x is equal to a to x is equal to b, and when I go for this equation, it gives me this area under the curve. Now if I use this integration, that is integration from c to d of f of y dy, or integration of c to d from x into dy, actually I get this area. So integration f of x dx gives me the area under the curve. Under the curve means area in between that curve and x axis. Whereas here also I get the area under the curve, but the difference is that here the area under the curve means area in between the curve and the y axis. Now the question may be asked in one of these formats. First, find the area under the curve y is equal to f of x, means this is the curve, y is equal to f of x from x is equal to a to x is equal to b, means limits for x are given. So if limits for x are given, it simply means that you will have to use this formula. The same question with this difference means, see, find the area under the curve x is equal to f of y. So x is defined as a function of y, x is equal to f of y from y is equal to c to y is equal to d. So y is equal to c to y is equal to d. So this area is asked. Now this may be asked in other words like this: find the area bounded by y is equal to f of x, x is equal to a, and x is equal to b. So x is equal to a is a line which is this line. X is equal to a is a line which is passing through a0 and is parallel to y axis, and x is equal to b means again a line parallel to y axis and passing through b and 0. So this is how the area will be asked. Find the area bounded by y is equal to f of x, the line x is equal to a, the line x is equal to b, and the x axis. So this is what this area means. Similarly, in this case, find the area bounded by x is equal to f of y, means this curve, y is equal to c is the line, y is equal to c is the line parallel to x axis, and it cuts the y-axis at this point, that is 0c, and y is equal to d is the line parallel to x-axis, means this line. So area bounded by this curve, the line y is equal to c, and the line y is equal to d, and y-axis means this area. So you should understand which area is asked. Now the procedure is simple. You will have to follow these points. First, trace the curve. Whatever is the equation which is given, depending upon that equation, you will have to draw the curve. Second, check the symmetry and find out points of intersection. In the second step, once you draw the curve, in the second step, check whether the curve is symmetric or not. If it is symmetric, you will have to check out the symmetry also, and then you will have to find the points of intersection. And the third step is to use the limits or definite integral method to get the area under the curve. To draw the curve from the given equation, I am giving you some hints which are sufficient as far as the objective type of questions are considered. Now first hint is that when the given equation do not contain any constant, means the constant term, if it is absent, the curve passes through the origin. Second point, to draw the curve, if the powers of x, or if the power of x is even, then the curve is symmetric about y-axis. Whereas if the powers of x, y are even, the curve is symmetric about x-axis. For an example, y square is equal to 4ax. It is an equation which contains the power of y as even power, so which means that it is symmetrical about x-axis. On the contrary, x square is equal to 4ay, which contains only even power of x, is symmetrical about y-axis. If x and y, the power of both of these, if it is even, then the curve is symmetric about about both x as well as y axis. For an example, x raised to 4 plus x square y square plus y raised to 4 is equal to 0. So such a curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. So what you should remember is that constant term is absent, the curve passes through the origin. If the powers of x are even, the curve is symmetric about y axis. If the powers of y are even, the curve is symmetric about x axis. Now let us go through this problem. Find the area bounded by y is equal to x square and y is equal to 4. So a curve is given and a straight line is given. Now first we will have to draw the curve. Y is equal to x square, we can see that the power of x is even, as well as in this equation the constant term is absent. Constant term is absent, it means that the curve is going to pass through the origin, and power of x is even, it means that the curve is symmetric about y axis. Now y is equal to x square, it is an equation of a parabola. So it is a case of a parabola which is symmetric about y axis. So roughly I can draw the curve like this. So let it be the curve, it is symmetric about y axis. Now these are the y and x axis. So this is y and it is x axis, say. Now they have given the another equation which is an equation of a straight line, y is equal to 4, which means that it is a line which is parallel to x axis, and it is at a distance 4 units from x axis. So it is that line. So actually a curve and parabola is given, sorry, a parabola and a straight line is given. Now I am going to solve it by means of two methods, method 1 and method 2. So here also I am drawing the same one. So this is the curve and this is the straight line. So let it be the straight line. So this is the straight line. Now its equation of the curve over here is y is equal to x square. So it is of the form y is equal to f of x. Now I am in the second method, I am going to use it in the form x is equal to f of y. So y is equal to x square, y is equal to x square, and therefore x is equal to root of y. So therefore this equation can be written as x is equal to root of y. So x is a function of y. This is how I am representing the equation of this curve. So it is in the form y is equal to f of x, it is in the form x is equal to f of y. Now always once you draw the curve and the given line, here the line and curve both are given, so I have drawn both of these. Now point of intersection I will have to find. Now point of intersection can be obtained like this. The equation of the curve is y is equal to x square. Also the equation of line is y is equal to 4. Now when such equations are given, this is the point of intersection as well as it is also the point of intersection. Now point of intersection should satisfy the equation of the line as well as the equation of curve, and therefore I am getting the value of y from this and substituting it over here, and therefore 4 is equal to x square, and hence x is equal to plus or minus 2 is the value, and that is why the point of intersection which I am getting over here is minus 2. So minus 2 is the abscissa. If I project it in downward direction, this point will be minus 2 0 and this will be 2 0. So this is what the point of intersection is known to. So we can get the value of y also, because when we substitute y is equal x is equal to minus 2, we'll get it as 4. So this point of intersection I can get it as minus 2 and 4, and this point of intersection is 2 4. So here also in this case it is minus 2 4 and this is 2 4. So points of intersections have been obtained. Now here it is asked to get the area bounded by the curve y is equal to x square and y is equal to 4. Now I want to use the first method, that is the first formula. Area is equal to integration of x is equal to a to x is equal to b f of x dx. Now actual area which is required is this area. This area is required because it is the area bounded by this line and the curve. So I want this area. So what I will do is that I will get this area. So area below the curve and between the x-axis, area under the curve and x-axis, as well as I will get this entire area, that is the area bounded by this straight line and the x-axis, means this entire area of this rectangle I am getting. So if I get the area of this rectangle and if I subtract it this shaded area by means of which I have shown by means of this inclined lines, so this total area minus area under the curve will give me the area bounded by this, and I can write it like this: area required area A is equal to area under the line, area under the line y is equal to 4 and minus area under the curve y is equal to x square, from x is equal to minus 2 to x is equal to plus 2. Here also from x is equal to minus 2 to x is equal to plus 2, and this will be equal to integration minus 2 to plus 2. Now equation of that line y is equal to 4, so it will be 4 into dx minus integration minus 2 to plus 2 of x square into dx. So this will give me 4, integration of 4 is 4 times x in limits from minus 2 to plus 2 minus, now integration of x square is x cube divided by 3 in limits minus 2 to plus 2. So this will be equal to, now 4 into 2 is 8, upper limit minus lower limit, 8 minus 8 it will be, minus the value of this will be, when I substitute the upper limit it will be 2 cube, 8 by 3 minus, now minus 2 cube is again minus 2 raised to 3 is minus 8 by 3, but minus it will be plus, and this is equal to 8 plus 8 is 16 minus 8 by 3 plus 8 by 3, it will be so it will be minus 8 by 3 minus 8 by 3, and this will be equal to 3 is the LCM, 48 minus 16, the final answer is 32 divided by 3. So area under this curve by this first method is 32 by 3. Now I am going for the second method and I want to use the second formula of area. A is equal to, now I want the area bounded by this straight line y is equal to 4 and the curve. So this area is nothing but this area. But again I can see that this area is symmetric about this y-axis. So if I draw the y-axis is like this. So what I will do is that I will get the area in this positive or in the first quadrant. So this area I will be getting, and I can see that the symmetry is there. So 2 times this area will give me the entire area. So A is equal to 2 times integration. Now the limits will be, see the limits 0 to 4, because I will have to put the limits for y 0 to 4, and it will be of root of y into dy. This should be the integration, because here I want to express the equation of the curve as x is equal to root of y. So this will be equal to 2 times. Now root of y is y raised to half. So the integration will be y raised to 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 in limit 0 to 4. So this is equal to 2 times. I am bringing this out. So it will be into 2 by 3 into inside the bracket y raised to 3 by 2 means 4 raised to 3 by 2. So 4 raised to 3 by 2, this is 2 into 2 by 3 is 4 by 3 into bracket 4 raised to 3 by 2, 4 cube raised to 1 half, 4 cube is 64, 64 root of 64 is 8, so this will be equal to 32 divided by 3. So here I am getting the area as 32 by 3. Here also I am getting the area as 32 by 3. The only difference is that I have used the formula in a different manner. So depending upon which method is simpler, you will have to use the method. So always remember the procedure. First you should plot the curve. Now I have told you how to plot the curve. Second, find the points of integration. Check the symmetry of the curve. Once you do that, then you will have to go for any one of the two formulae of area for area, that is double integration formula, and always you should be very perfect while getting the point of intersection. So this is how it can be done easily. Thanks.